Good evening, everybody. Welcome on in. It's another Z2R Max Rando tournament match. Guiding you through this seed today will be Mirai and Knights Shifter. How are you two?
Doing good. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this Swiss Round 1 Max Rando tournament match between traiLZ and Tyvarius. So, Mirai, what are we looking forward for this match?
Nothing less than shenanigans.
Yes, that we always appreciate the shenanigans. But mind giving people an overview of what's going on if they've never seen the Max Rando?
Well, there's quite a bit to overview because genuinely when it comes down to Z2R, it usually is what can't be randomized over what can be randomized. So we're going to see a random biome out there today. We're going to see random palace placements, random palace layouts. We're going to see a handful of starting hearts, spells, items, shuffled, lives that they've got in reserve, the amount of gems they're going to need to place. All of this is going to be randomized, and we're going to see in a moment here what they've got.
And here we go. And it looks like 6 heart containers.
6 gemmer as well. Oh boy, so the starting boots immediately useful here.
Yes.
Oh, it's kind of odd when the randomizer does things like that. It could have just put a bridge there.
Yeah.
It's like, no, let's just.
And P4 right away, so nothing to do there.
Yeah, I think. Oh, we got the magic carpet.
Okay, explain that one to the people.
I really can't explain it. It's really just a bug that has popped up and apparently can be fixed, but is left in because it's funny. So you walk into an interactable tile of some sort, and all of a sudden the raft launches you off as if you've hit the raft tile. You haven't really hit the raft tile, but as you can see, Tyvarius and now traiLZ also doing that animation, but they land in a cave. Everything's normal. It's just the animation to get in and out of that particular tile, that particular location is going to be weird like that.
And we also have them in our first item cave here, heart container cave.
Yeah, they got a full 6 gems to play, so this is going to be, we're probably just going to see a lot of, especially with no way to get in just yet, no key, no fairy spell to get into palaces. We're probably just going to see a lot of overworld exploration right now, and that's a good
and
bet.
Early magic container.
I wonder if spell's castable at magic too. I didn't see how much it was worth. Probably not.
Neither did I.
Yeah, but this is the final race of week 1 Swiss here. So after this, tomorrow night we're gonna get week 2 laid out, and we're gonna move on from there. But this has been, we've been waiting all week for this race to happen.
Yep, this is a good one.
Also trying to keep an eye out for what's in the drop pool, whether we see 1-ups, which are not really going to be that important today, since they have 5 lives to start with, but large P bags. They might have some large P bags. We've seen some of those high amount P bags in some of these races so far.
Tyvarius taking an unfortunate death as traiLZ finds Trophy Cave.
Yeah, so second item cave out of 5 here on the Western continent.
Oh, it's the hammer.
Very well could be useful.
Ooh, and a 300-point bag.
Yeah, we saw a 100 point on Ty's side, and then 300 on traiLZ's side there. So that's those aren't bad. I wouldn't scoff at those numbers.
No, not especially this early on.
Yes, exactly.
When 300 points can maybe be a couple levels. And we have the grass tile here on traiLZ's side, and I think that was a 1-up.
I have no idea what that was. I guess we'll have to see it on Ty's side.
Oh, look at this. That's a dead end. And it's thunder.
Is there water over to the east that they can get around?
No, that's a dead end. That is blocked in.
Well, there's something. There's a north pass because Ty is in Mito here.
Yes, there is another way to go, but there's no other way to get to the other side of Saria, though.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I've never seen a Saria just dead end like that.
Well, those people on the other side of Saria, it's just the mountain living. Interesting that, yeah, Ty went in a completely different direction to Trails. Trails has a little bit of information there, but I don't know if that's good or bad information.
Rauru was our spell town, but as they have spell, not useful. As Trails is going to attempt Medicine Cave here. Our third item cave. And we're quickly running out of things with 3 item caves now and the grass tile already found. Items are starting to become a premium.
Yeah, I mean, there's either going to be, there's got to be a way to get off the continents. We haven't seen a lot of the continents, so this is a mountainous biome, and there's going to be potentially a lot of area to cover. These tend to be moved through a little bit slower, so where we could run into a cave that connects us to another biome.
And here's our 4th item cave on Tyvarius' side. Magic Container Cave.
Well, it's good to get these out of the way quickly here.
And it's a P bag, a 300-point P bag, and a magic container in a medicine cave. So we're down to just 1 item cave left. And that will be Pillar P bag cave.
And if that doesn't have a raft or something in it, then we're going to be looking for a cave that's going to take us to another continent, or a Maze Island bridge that will take us somewhere. It doesn't have to be Maze Island, but it is in vanilla the Maze Island bridge.
Yes, some kind of connector out of the west. Ty's
still not seeing that grass tile down there, though. He taking a different direction early on, so we're not going to really know what that item was on Trails' side. I guess that was the glove that he picked up, as we're seeing now on the tracker.
Oh, and there it is, east to west.
Yeah, I don't think they could do anything there. That looked like they were completely blocked in.
Oh.
Yeah, that was the top of the map. They weren't...
Tyvarius found Bagu. Oh, he's going back for it. I don't think he realized how important that is at the moment.
It'll be nice to have Thunder. We don't know if Thunderbird's going to be in the way to Darkling tonight, though. So
this is true.
But having Thunder in your pocket and having it be castable are very nice things.
Yes. Never know when there's a tough room where one cast of Thunder would make your life easier.
Absolutely.
And Trails finds the front of Jump Cave.
Yeah, these boots are looking like they were kind of required, but they could have, it's interesting when the randomizer gives you something like that. They could have just placed it like in a cave somewhere and you could have gotten them out of there, but...
Oh, wow, look at this.
That's nothing.
Oh, it's a dead end, okay. I think we're running... Yeah, it's the glove, confirmed now.
Well, the glove and Thunder, I mean, all we need is Fairy, and for a 6-gemmer we need Reflect as well, and then we'll be good to go.
Yeah. So it looks like our connection might be the only way out of here. Oh no, there's Death Mountain. So we have seen both our cave connectors.
Yeah. And so with, there's still more land to see here. We could have a 3rd connector on our western continent, but with Death Mountain there could be 1 or 2 connectors in Death Mountain as well.
And here's our 2nd palace on Trails' screen. Oh, and there's our last item cave.
Also, I'll give a call out to the sprite here. I forget exactly what it's called. I think it's the Aniru sprite, the snake rope, or it's a rope or something of that nature that's been transformed from the small little rope that's grown into the larger rope, and that's the sprite that Trails is using, kind of like a little shop of horrors piranha plant growing into something that's gigantic and will injure you.
Oh no!
Okay, that was a 1-up in that cave there.
And Thunder at Magic 3 is 104.
VT Slacker in chat can probably correct any sprite misinformation I may have given there, as well as Irene.
She's saying specifically Anaru.
Okay.
And Our second palace is 2 or 5. Which one? 2. So we have 2 and 4 so far here on the west.
Wow, Death Mountain, I think, is going to be our way forward.
Yeah.
So we've seen 2 and 4, but what's our third palace? Did we miss that, or is that hidden? Might be even.
It might be hidden because I have not seen another palace.
Yeah, it can't be segmented because we've wasted one of our connectors on a dead end connector to the east. So our other 3 connectors are definitely going to be in 100% use to get us to Maze Island and Death Mountain and the east. So if this is segmented, and I'm using air quotes here that you can't see, it's going to be through a pass-through cave here somewhere, or it's right
there
here
it
hidden.
is. And we have P1. So we have 1, 2, and 4 here in the west. So looks like traiLZ might be heading off to Death Mountain.
Yeah, I think he's done with exploration here. We've seen all the caves on his side and the grass tile and all the towns and palaces. He's seen the connectors, at least what we think we have available. As Ty's seeing that other connector on his side, they're completely blocked off. So yeah, Death Mountain is definitely the answer here.
That is just a horrible connector.
Yeah, sometimes you see that. Sometimes, I mean, because a lot of times when you play the randomizer, there's usually a doubled up connector somewhere, like raft and cave will lead to the same place or something like that, right?
Yeah.
And then you feel like you need the raft, but you didn't really need the raft and something like that. Sometimes you get baited into certain plays like that. But so it's like the randomizer sometimes throws just one of those 4 connectors just into a dead end. I don't know. It doesn't think like that, but it just ends up that way.
Yeah. So with that dead end connector, they've got to either the raft is required or the Maze Island Bridge is going to take us to the east.
Yeah, I'm going to say the raft is required because we saw the Maze Island Bridge on the east in that little dead end area. We saw the Maze Island Bridge there.
Okay, so yeah, sounds like raft.
Actually, I guess I don't know the order. We could see the bridge on Death Mountain that takes us east, and then raft tile on east that takes us to Maze Island. It could be that, or it could be raft on Death Mountain that takes us to Maze Island, and then the bridge takes us to the east, something like that.
Who knows?
For anyone not familiar with Max or just Randomizer in general, we play with the Anything Goes continent connectors flag like 99% of the time, and that means the 4 connectors, they'll get you to the 4 continents, but you never know which is going to go where until you kind of figure it out as you play the game.
Yep. It can lead to some very interesting travel.
And traiLZ with the up and A, did he find Bagu? Is he going to go back to Saria here?
He did not find Bagu.
He might be looking, though.
Yeah. Because Bagu was just buried in one of these forests. So it wasn't a real obvious spot.
It's also possible that knowing that you have to come back and do these palaces at some point in time, that he'll just be back with the fairy spell.
Yeah, that too. Because once he has fairy... Because also saw that our jump spell is behind the medicine today.
Okay. So no downstab just yet.
No. And yep, here's traiLZ into Death Mountain.
Yeah, the boot's going to make this coastal exploration here a good bit easier.
Yep, he's just trying to find either another way off or maybe a cave that looks out of place for Hammer Cave.
And there it is.
There's our Maze Island Bridge, which leads to the east, so the raft is going to be required to get us to Maze Island. Oh, and there's Reflect right away.
So fairy's going to be either... I guess the only thing, we might have a flute blocked town under Three-Eyed Rock, or we might have a child blocked spell in Darunia. But if we see the forest tile, we've got the hammer, so no big deal.
Yeah.
Ty looks like he's going to be finishing up his exploration here on the west as he sees that dead end there all the way in the kind of loopy corner.
Mm-hmm. And also finds Death Mountain, and he's jumped. Nope.
He might be peeking for a rock. Looking for spec rock right now with the hammer and a vanilla-like Death Mountain like this.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah, it is a pretty good idea. It's going to be really quick, really easy. There's going to be no encounters because 95% 90% of this terrain is going to be this yellow road here that you do not generate encounters on, but we'll see here. He likes to go east, so if he sees this Maze Island Bridge, which he will in a moment, he might just be drawn east.
Yeah, and Risen P-Bag Cave on traiLZ side.
Yeah, I'll have to make sure. It doesn't look like there's any moas in here, but it might be okay. It just looks like bats and spiders.
And he's jumping back. He's not finding a quick rock.
Yeah, I might even just check that cave heading north there. That might be Hammer Cave right there. It's good to just have that location. Oh, man.
Oh, there's the magical key. There's easy palace access.
Well, this
actually,
is... Oh, go ahead.
That actually should allow traiLZ to start diving palaces now.
I was just going to say that, but I was going to finish. I caught myself. I was going to finish and say he probably is going to try to see if, because it's a river canyon east, going to see if he can find Fairy really quick to ensure that he can get downstab on the west.
Risen and Sunken right next to each other.
Oh, and if he has Fairy, he won't even need Bagu then, so he'll be able to do a full clear of the west once he gets Fairy.
Yeah, it all depends on where Fairy is. If it's in Darunia, we got trouble.
Yeah, and I guess he might be looking in these item caves too, because knowing we need that raft.
And the surprise in the dark Liz Flow.
Yeah, well, I didn't know if it was a blue one or a red one. I couldn't tell. Okay, it looks blue.
It's a blue one, and it just almost one-shot him. Oh, and they're only 100 points in. Nothing of worth in the cave.
Yeah, Tyvarius not too far behind here. Finally,
Is that
the desert tile.
That is.
Yeah, when it comes to Max Rando, to explain about the heart situation, we started with 6. In the vanilla game, there's 8 total. But in Max Rando, we use the random max hearts flag. So there's no guarantee that there's going to be additional hearts, or at least 8 hearts.
We're up to a 50-50 now on Darunia being Fairy, because this is Dash here.
Flute in the basement today. Both of our runners in the same town at the same place here.
And with the ability to cast spell, because it's, I think, 73 now at Magic 3, they're going to be able to go the entire distance. Do a full clear here.
My one concern with Ty right now is he's a little south from where those 2 item caves were. He needs to get up just a few steps north to see those caves, because that magic key is invaluable. If he...
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the magic key is always more preferable to have than fairy spell, because fairy eats through your magic, whereas magic key is just an infinite amount of keys. No doors. Doors mean nothing at that point.
And with some of these palaces, they can be very door heavy. We'll figure out what that was when we...
I totally missed it on traiLZ side.
It was a different looking item, so I wasn't sure what it was. It's the raft!
Okay, well, easy game today.
Yep.
Got the key, got the raft, got the glove,
so
free thunder.
So the only thing up in the air right now is... do we need the child for Fairy?
Well, if the parents in Darunia did their job, the answer would be no, but it's entirely possible that a kid is lost somewhere and we need to rescue him.
Yep.
Yeah, trail's headed south. I hope Ty goes north. Those caves, Ty!
No. And that's 3 or 6 there. There's an entrance.
He's got a tracker, though, so he knows what he's looking for. It's just that he'll have to come back up the coast and find it.
Is this our fairy spell, or is it in... This is Darunia. It's Shield!
Okay.
So, fairy will be free in Old Kasuto, wherever that is.
And wherever it is, it will be accessible based on all the tools we've got.
Yep, and here's our next palace. It's... Okay, we have both 3 and 6 in the not in... Oh, and there's our raft tile.
So it's a 50-50 between Death Valley and Maze Island on whether it's GP and whatever else we're missing here. 5. Yeah.
Yeah, so... Honestly, if I was them, I would want to see GP be in the valley, because You only really want to traverse the valley once.
Yeah. On top of that, where's our water tile? It's got to be just north of this old Kasuto ferry pickup.
Yeah. And
yeah, so overall, we're pretty neck and neck. It's been pretty linear. There hasn't really been too much option for divergence at this point. Trails probably has a little bit more overworld exploration here. But other than that, Ty is not that far behind, other than finding these caves, which he's now kind of leaving this area. So,
and here we are at Maze Island. And already the first item, and there's the water tile. And that's the medicine.
nice.
And the water tile is our last heart container.
Wow, desert and water hearts today. That'll be 8 hearts total in the seed. Very, very generous seeder. Other than, I mean, the pea bags were pretty good, but everything else has been absolutely
And Trails is about to
easy.
get his 8th heart here. So they're pretty set magic container and health-wise.
Yeah, that key is just going to allow Trails to start digging palaces now. That Tyvarius needed that key because Trails is going to just jump into these palaces unless he gets confused somewhere and lost or something. I don't know really how that could be. He's got every tool he needs, but Ty is going to have to... I wish he had not missed those caves.
Yeah. Right now, that is a big advantage to Trails, and Trails is in P3.
Yeah, Ty will be back that way, but
And
it's just...
Oh, it's GP on Maze Island. So 5 will be in the valley.
At least this is a quick Maze Island. He found both these items. He's going to be out of here. Hopefully walk it back to the east and then go to those caves, get that key, and then be in the same position Trails is just a little bit behind.
Oh, and just a 100-point P bag for the second item there in Maze Island. So only 2 item spots we don't know about are in Death Mountain, and at this point are pointless.
Yeah, well, they could be magic containers. They might be worth finding. I bet Spec Rock could be a quick check. I'm not sure I'd be digging into Hammer Cave at this point, though.
Yeah.
Do you know how much Fairy is at Magic 3 on Ty's side? 58. 56.
56, and I think it's a little bit lower for Trails on Magic 4. And this is P6.
Yeah, I'm hoping he's going to go north and check all these caves here.
It looks like he's slowly doing that, but...
Oh, he's also got to get the water tile, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, the reason I keep talking about this being an easy seed, usually we joke about it, but at the same point in time, Trails is a Z2R veteran, hardened veteran, knows how to play this game in some really extreme situations where they're very difficult. And this is Tyvarius' second tournament now, did the standard tournament last year in the summer, and this is his first Max Rando tournament, and definitely not as seasoned as Trails. So if this were a more difficult start to this seed, Trails would definitely have the advantage, but because it's such a soft seed, and that's not an insult to the seed, just the way it rolled today, is that Ty definitely, absolutely, 100% has a chance here. He just needs to get that key and get into palaces, else Trails is going to take off here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Ty's been putting up some good times in the seeds of the week and lately in the past few weeks. So I don't know. With an easy seed like this, he definitely has a chance. Oh no!
As Trails is now on Rebanak.
Technically, he can do all this if he gets a magic level and brings that fairy cast down. If there's not too many doors in the way, it's not a big deal. This is potentially a problem though with needing reflect at the boss. Thankfully, they do have 5 lives, so some deaths along the way are okay. But you get 1 cast of fairy per life, which is not all that great right now.
No, it is not. And fairly clean Rebo fight from Trails. And the bosses are dropping P bags today.
All right, about 23:30, first gem placed for Trails.
How many more levels do you think traiLZ takes before he starts burning gems?
traiLZ really doesn't burn gems, so
Oh, okay.
I would not really expect much gem burning from him. It's possible, but
look at this. The item room right behind the boss room.
and there's Karak right near the front of the palace, so perfect. I don't think there was much of a junction to pick from, so I don't think traiLZ is going to get caught up in this palace at all. So he's probably going to find Karak just as easily. That's bad for Ty, but good for him.
Yep. And now Ty gonna have his first gem placed.
Yeah, unfortunately, he has to take the death there. No keys at the.
Yep. And it's the child out of P3.
Of course, Rebanek is the kidnapper today.
But I doubt traiLZ is going to return it. I mean, it's just the shield spell. He's good enough to do these things without it.
Yeah, I doubt it as well. 8 hearts, I don't think that's going to... 8 hearts, 6 gems, plenty of experience. I don't think...
And here he goes into P6. And here's the item in P4.
Wow. Really, the best thing here could be a magic container, I think.
Yes. Anything else doesn't really do him any good, so magic container here is perfect. And yes, the Rebo Shark. Uh-oh! And it's given Ty some trouble.
Well, this is, again, where it comes down to, like, seasoned veteran play and whatnot. He's got to do a down-stabless Rebanek, and he probably is not ultra comfortable with that.
Yeah.
Whereas you watch traiLZ do it twice in P3 for the item boss and the boss of the palace itself.
Yeah, so he's just going to go back fairy. Oh, Magic 4, now it's 2 casts.
Yeah, we'll see how far this Barba is in for traiLZ, although if it's kind of a labyrinth, we'll probably lose exactly where we need to go if he's got to take a bunch of junctions.
Yeah. Oh, and a quick dead end. And at Magic 5, Fairy's all the way down to 35.
Nice.
Oh, Ty's coming back.
Yeah, I almost wonder if he had the magic key, if he would make this play. I don't know. It's like, because the magic key is very, very invaluable, and this is right here, you might as well just check it. But again, it does come down to how good you are at the down-stabless Rebo.
Yeah, this is not easy if you haven't practiced it.
He's got it, though. He's got it slow and steady.
Yep, he's getting it.
And he seems to be pretty beefy at life 5, so...
Alright, got him off the shark. Oh, and here's the outdoor barbecue today.
Seems like we've got some really good effectiveness for life and attack here.
And he got him.
Beautiful. Let's see what's behind our Rebo Shark.
The trophy.
Do we want that? I don't remember what was there.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, trophy was jump, not Mito? Okay. What was in
what?
Mito then?
I thought it was in Mito.
We're about to find out.
And down goes Barba on traiLZ's side.
Second gem, sub 28.
Yep.
Yeah, see, this is kind of what I was talking about. It's like, well, Ty went back to the West. It's not really apples to apples right now because he's going around getting down stab. He's going to be a lot more confident in dungeons now. If there's any nonsense in the way in dungeons, he'll be able to just bounce over it with down stab. So that's better for him. But these palaces on the West probably aren't too difficult, being 1 and 2 remaining. 2 might have a bunch of blue iron knuckles, but 1 should be pretty easy.
Yeah.
The real. Go ahead.
Gonna find out here soon enough that this is GP.
Yeah, I was going to say the real concern is that if you've got a bunch of Doom Knockers and Blue Iron Knuckles in Palaces 3, 4, and 6, but 3 and 6 on the east, and it didn't seem like they were too difficult to get through.
And Trail's up and A-ing out of Maze Island. He is going to do these palaces here in the west, then go back, do 5, and then head for GP. And also pick up Thunder.
Yeah.
Which we hope he does. We hope he doesn't forget Thunder.
It's anything's possible when you're moving this fast. You're thinking, I just got to go do palaces, and overlook the Thunder thing, because Saria right now is to the west, is it not? I think he's going to
Yes,
come
it
over
is.
here.
It's to the west. And Trail's coming to get down stab, and he can get jump if he wants.
Yeah, so it was jump here. I didn't
Yes,
even...
it was jump here.
Okay, so we don't know what's in... what is in Rudo? Life?
Rudo was
They started
Life.
with... Okay.
Rudo was life.
Probably not going to see that pickup.
No.
Yeah, on top of having the magic key, it also gives Trails that ability to just use all of his magic for dashing, which is not a luxury.
Which is going to speed him up even more.
Yeah, it's not a luxury that Tyvarius has right now, because he's got to rely on Fairy.
Yep. And that is going to make a huge difference in this race.
Well,
Oh, wow. A very quick horse head in P1.
Yeah, he should probably just look behind the boss, see if it's an item room, and probably just GTFO at this point.
Yep.
Knowing what we know, and I'm sure he assumes Trails is absolutely in these palaces as well.
And that's his second gem.
All right, looks like Trails is going to head back to Saria and not forget about Thunder here.
Yeah, very, very good.
Yeah, it is an elevator room.
Yeah. Oh, and Trails is going to jump dash it. Can't blame him.
All right, he checks the elevator, and then he's out. No item rooms in sight.
So now off to P2.
So far, none of these palaces have given us any difficulty in terms of hidden bosses. Maybe P6, because the first attempt at P6 that Trails did, he did hit a dead end, he up and 8, and then he found Barba on the next attempt. So
True,
whichever direction that ended up, hopefully Ty can find that same direction quickly.
But also, P5 is still out there.
Yeah, Guma might just be 3 rooms in, though.
True. And here's Trails into P4, and as we know from Tyvarius, this is quick. Although,
Yeah.
Moa and the Iron Knuckle and the statue bodying Trails there.
We got a Hawaiian Tropic P2 color today.
Yep.
That's the brand of sunscreen that Helmet Head wears. That's why he's pure
And
white.
there's Helmet Head. Wow. So far these palaces have been very, very quick.
We might very well see a sub 50 entrance into GP tonight.
Oh, very easily. But with all this being the palaces being quick, we might be in for a slog with GP.
Yeah, that's why Ty has got to get that key. Well, I don't know if it matters anymore at this point, as long as they get through these palaces, assuming there's no key block, that room in GP.
And that's actually him to 3 gems placed first.
Yeah, by just a minute here. Yeah, I guess Trails had to make up some time getting Thunder out of Saria, and Ty heading back to the west first was able to get down stab and whatnot quickly. But none of this, there's no real hurdles or roadblocks at the moment, even just getting around and getting over to the east. Everything was pretty free right on the surface, just look in the locations that are available and everything's right there. Nothing, no mystery digs, at least not yet for anything.
Yep.
I mean, this seems fairly straightforward. Okay, Tyvarius is going to be skipping those two caves and just saying, "Forget it. I got everything I need. It's time to go." I think again, he knows he's up against traiLZ. He knows that traiLZ is a hardened veteran here,
Yep.
and I don't think you've got any more time to go digging through item caves because it might just be, as far as he's concerned, it might just be blue jars and useless.
Yeah. And here he goes into P3, and his Rebanak fight should be much easier now that he has down stab.
Yeah. So
As-
Rebo, I think, was a just hold left here. I'm not sure.
No, it was up. Up and then just keep going this way.
Okay.
And traiLZ is into P1.
Both in the same type of room in two different palaces. Kind of got to be careful when you've got down stab in those rooms. You might just end up in the
Yep.
lava.
And there's traiLZ to Horsehead.
All right, so Ty's saying, forget my magic. I'm just going to go ahead and dash. Oh, you're right. It's just simply hold right. Perfect. I think traiLZ went for the item in P3 as well, I think is what we saw. So if Ty
Yes.
doesn't do this, he could save a little bit of time.
Yes, if he skips the item here, and oh, very nice, getting the clean transition to the down stab strat.
Yeah, it's funny. Ty was first to place 3 gems. traiLZ first to place 4 gems.
Oh, and because Ty's
There's lava right
magic-
here.
There's that magic key though.
Yeah.
If he had it, he would have been able to just go.
Yeah, I think he had to do the same thing in P4. Oh, but he had a key he just picked up 2 rooms earlier, and he just smacked his head. He kind of did a facepalm thinking,
Yeah.
I had a key.
Oh, that hurts. As
I do that
traiLZ
all the
goes
time.
into P2. And, oh, he is just gonna up A.
All right, well,
Now the question is, how quick does he find Barba here in 6?
yeah, there's one branch, and one direction is gonna be dead end, the other one's gonna be Barba from. I didn't see what that branch was, so I don't know exactly where that's going to be for Ty. But if he can find Barba just slightly faster than traiLZ did, he'll be able to back out of here and go into Death Valley, and they'll be at the same time.
As traiLZ hits Helmet Head.
Wow,
Now
yeah.
traiLZ is going to be off to the Valley of Death to go fight Guma.
Well, if Guma's very close to start, well, I don't know. That's not going to be sub 40. If it's sub 40, it's going to be like 39.59 they walk into GP.
Yeah.
But definitely, I would say sub 45 now, unless P5 is just absolutely terrible to find Guma.
Oh,
Speaking of what I said earlier, that's the same room I warned people about downstabbing through and landing in the lava.
yep, it happens.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, even if Ty enters within 5 to 10 minutes and GP is terrible, oh no.
Yeah, I understand that feeling there, Ty.
The equivalent of a lead foot, just holding down for a little too long right there when the enemy is tiny and right above the blocks.
Yep. Now let's see how bad this Valley of Death is.
Nah, that's the dead end. And that sucks too, because that was 2 deaths, 2 death animations, and all that waiting around to get back into the action. That was the rush. So I don't know if it's left here or down and left here. Oh, I guess it was down and left. Well, at least that was easy.
Well, down and right, then left.
I wonder if this is Barba right here at the bottom of this elevator.
I do remember he did go down.
Yep. Wow, dude, all of these bosses are just rooms, just single room counts from the start in this very easy, very jetty seed right here.
Yep, and this will get Tyvarius to 5, and he's already in the east.
Yeah.
And traiLZ has not yet finished getting through the valley.
That was a pretty long valley to get into the first cave there, so it looked like he took an encounter or something in there. All right, we're about to be tied up at 5 gems each here, sub 40.
Ty's finishing up as traiLZ is entering 5.
Gotta take another death here, though.
Yep.
All this few seconds every time starts building up.
Yep. Now let's see how fast this Guma is.
traiLZ deciding not to up an A when he first came in. He's got no magic to be dashing around at the moment. Yeah, with just one palace left, I'm going to focus on where traiLZ is going to see if this is going to lead to Guma or if there's another branch somewhere that he's going to need to take or what.
Yep,
That's a dead end?
As Ty beelines for the Valley of Death now.
So it is a left at start. Oh yeah, this is it's not that deep of a valley, okay.
Well, there's another split.
Item room. Best thing in the could be magic. It is magic.
Yep, it is.
Wow, 8 hearts, 7 magic containers. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I don't know when traiLZ walked in exactly time-wise here. It'll probably be, I just wanted to see the difference between him and Ty walking in. Probably about 2 minutes, maybe 3?
All depends on how quick Ty can get through the rest of this valley.
Nope, he's going to try to man mode it here. traiLZ accidentally getting a lift on downstab off of the tin suit, knocking him up to the top side of those blocks there. That was funny.
Yeah, but he improvised really well. And here's Ty into joining him in P5 now.
So it's a left at start. We know that much. And then there's another branch. So traiLZ is down one of those branches, and we'll have to see if this is the right direction or not.
Ty going right to start.
Yeah, again, traiLZ did not get a chance to dash through this dead-end route, so Ty's going to see this dead end sooner than traiLZ did, and he'll be back to start quicker.
Yep. And still no sign of Guma. Okay, Guma got good and buried.
We gotta watch out for these key doors, though, because we just saw another door on traiLZ's side there.
Yep.
And if Ty is dashing around, he's gonna have to be hopefully close to a place where he can take an easy death. It always kind of sucks when you gotta walk back through several rooms to find a way to die.
Now let's see what he chooses here. Oh, okay, he's gonna go the same way as traiLZ.
He'll get the magic at least. Oh, he can just get through. He's gonna get the magic refill. That is great for him.
Good timing.
And he is happy that is magic right there. Get a thumbs up on the camera.
Yep.
I think this is a loop here for traiLZ. Yeah, this is a loop.
It's a loop.
Was there another option here? I didn't see what was going on here to the right. Okay, so it's actually left. Oh man, Ty is gonna be just steps behind. This is linear in a sense to where it's like it's gonna be just hold left from start right now. Yeah, you go up here on traiLZ's side, and it's going to be a left, and a right was to the item room, and the loop dead end that traiLZ just showed us. So left from here on traiLZ's side, this is all new for him.
Yep. Oh, good call on Ty's part.
Saves a little bit of time with Fairy there. Is this going to be Gooma's elevator? We have 2 lefts if it's not. It is!
It is!
So Ty needs to see this loop and identify it ASAP. He's still got like 3 rooms at least to go through before he sees that. traiLZ will be out of here and into GP, or at least on his way to GP by then.
Yep.
They're both at attack 5, and it looked like attack 5 did big damage to Gooma there, so it should not be a problem for Ty.
traiLZ got through him pretty quickly. And there's the last gem.
About 44, 41, or 42 there for our 6th gem place. We definitely will be into GP sub 50. See, now this is a problem we don't have. Here we have to die on these enemies. He's killing these enemies, but these enemies are not part of the drop pool, so not going to be dropping anything. He's got to die on this Moa fire.
And traiLZ walking it out.
Yeah, there's too much nonsense on the west to get back to the Death Mountain connector.
Yeah.
And then walk all the way around Death Mountain. This is definitely faster.
And this is the downside of Ty not having the magic key right here.
Yep. Well, the thing is, though, if there are branches in GP, traiLZ is not one to go left right off the bat. I'd never want to shoehorn anyone into a particular category of playstyle. But I'm pretty sure that he's probably just going to start from the right. So if there are junctions and if Ty feels behind, we're going to see some lefts early on.
Oh, yeah. How quickly does Ty recognize that this is the other side of the room he already saw?
Yeah. Oh, there it is. Perfect.
There it is. He knows the way now.
Let's look at this entry time for traiLZ. 46:08.
46:14 on the official barrier up.
I was going off traiLZ time. Is a little off from the ZSR timer there.
And traiLZ is going to go to standard GP routing. He's going to go right.
I didn't even pay attention. Was there a left at start?
There was.
Oh, okay. Oh, a drop. Interesting.
Ooh.
Always puts you somewhere unknown. You're never really. Oh, you don't go that way. That's gonna kick him out of the palace.
And dashing, be able to zoom right by King Bot. Oh, but this blue chicken knight.
Oh, he almost didn't make that jump. He jumped a little early. Almost didn't make that false wall. There's a false floor there for anyone not familiar with that room.
Yeah, and here's Ty on Gooma.
Yep, he's got to get in and get done with this, and no game overs here. He's got enough magic to cast Fairy right when he's done, so he can just get out of here. traiLZ on a sliver of health. Anything touches him and he's dead on this life. But again, these runners have five lives to get through this.
And there's another branch.
The only real cause for concern for Ty right now is simply not having that magic key if we see that double glove blocked room with the ferret with the door in the middle.
Yep.
So we have 3 left so far that traiLZ has shown us.
Yep.
And another branch here, and up and a down. Oof, well...
No, you just can't make that jump. Ty, what are you doing?
Oh, he wants this key. Wow, okay.
That's smart.
Well, there's one door. traiLZ just showed us one door, but that's not an actual block. If he had fairy,
that's
not
the block door. That is normally doable.
Oh, could be a loop. We've already seen an elevator room like this. traiLZ is going to say, yep, loop, and go back. Been almost 3 minutes into GP for trails so far.
We know 2 lefts are still viable.
Yes.
Just a reminder to everybody, Thunderbird is not required. Oh, this is another one!
It could be. It could. Yep. Looks
So
like a
the
left at start almost.
To the left at start.
Where did we dropped into a one-sided landing room? So,
Yeah,
okay.
so he's going to have to pay here. If Ty goes left immediately, this could be a very close race.
Yeah, and it looks like about 3.5 minutes behind trails entering into GP here. Both of them.
Well, they're both going in at the same time now. Does Ty go left? Yes!
Yeah, he has no choice but to go left. So, yeah, let's go.
Oh, wow, ladies and gentlemen, we have a race now.
Oh, no,
It's a
there's
dead
another
end?
way to go. Okay, well, Trail's back at the advantage here because he has seen a bunch of junctions, but I guess he's not entirely sure. This is kind of a crapshoot on where we're going here, though, now.
There was a junction missed.
Yeah, I mean, it could have been a duplicate, right? We did see Trails
Oh,
back out of one. I mean, I
yeah.
assumed it was a loop as well, but sometimes you got to
That
check those
could've-
things.
Oh, that could have not been a loop.
See, the problem with that is if that's not a loop, if Ty sees it, he might just think loop and turn around, whereas Trails will be like, okay, this might not be a loop because I've seen this, and this might actually be a duplicate room.
Oh, Ty, why aren't you dashing? Oh, because he needs fairy.
There's no magic in this room, unfortunately.
Oh,
We see
okay.
there's an enemy down here. Yeah, there won't be any junctions until this room after Trails here. As he goes down this elevator, it's going to be a left and a right.
And we know he has to go left.
Well, yeah. I mean, it all loops around, so it kind of doesn't matter where he goes. I just don't know which connects him closer to the non-looping
Yeah.
junction.
That's the problem, remembering what goes where in GP sometimes.
Yeah, so this is the room we thought was a duplicate, but it might have not been. So a left here might actually be the answer. Oh, was there? Huh.
But there's another room just like a deeper in that he up-A'd because he thought it was that room.
Right, yeah. Up was to a paperclip, yeah. Did we not go through here yet? Maybe we didn't go through here.
Okay.
Okay, nope. See,
Nope.
this has got to be a duplicate. It has to be.
Yeah.
Not just a loop.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
'cause-
definitely a duplicate.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Oh, and all the options.
Well, Ty needs to go up. Oh, a Thunderbird.
But is
It
it
might not be.
required?
Yeah, it might not be.
Is Trails gonna do this fight and it's not necessary?
So Ty has to go up here. Otherwise, he's going to find himself in a loop.
Oh, because he doesn't have the key, he's gonna go up.
Yeah, he doesn't want to burn that key on that one room in case the other room is in play.
Oh,
That's good for him. Yeah.
This could be big.
He's going to see that junction here. But guess what? You could go to the right here. We don't know what's to the right in this room because
True.
up is Thunderbird. Up is a four-way and up is Thunderbird at the top. Go right and show us what's over here, Ty. Oh,
Nope, he's gonna go up.
the beard is saying go up.
But does he stop? Now does
What's
he go?
behind T-Bird?
Yeah, this is the big question. What's behind T-Bird?
Oh!
It is Darklink! Oh, he's gotta fight him! Oh!
Wow.
And that's
Well,
ladies and gentlemen.
yeah, that's going to be it. GG for Trails here. So close.
So close. Thunderbird was the answer.
Very fast 6-gem seed here.
Yep. And that will do it, as Trails has won the race with an official race time of 53:52. GG.
If it wasn't Thunderbird, then Tyver may have very well been on the correct path here.
Oh, yes. But unfortunately, it was Thunderbird, and that's it.
Trails will be joining us for an interview here shortly. Looks like we've got a lot more palace over here where Ty is at.
Yep, and it's just him getting lost deeper and deeper in it.
Oof.
Oh, dead end. And the generators just...
Yeah, one of the worst rooms to dash in if you're not good with that rhythm there.
Hey, is my microphone turned on? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
What's up, dudes?
Hey, GG, Trails.
Thank you, man. It looks like I got pretty lucky there.
Yeah, it came down to the 50-50 choice between Thunderbird or not, and you chose right. And unfortunately, Tyvarius is still going through rooms of GP.
Yeah,
Because
who found Thunderbird first?
you did.
Okay.
But he found Thunderbird right as you were getting to Darklink, but he went back down and right.
Yeah, that's interesting. It says he has Thunderspell. Maybe he
Well, he couldn't cast it at that time.
Oh, really?
Well,
He was just low on magic.
Okay.
He just backed out. He just backed out of there, I guess, because of that, or just.
Well, the other big thing, Trails, is you picked up the magical key where he did not.
Let's see. That was
So
right
he's
there.
still relying on Fairy to have to get through things.
I'm surprised he isn't just going and biting the bullet and fighting Thunderbird.
It looks like he's going a different way again.
Yeah,
You know-
Go ahead.
You know what happened with me was I got confused. I thought I hit a loop because there's 3 rooms that were the exact same. There's lava rooms with the blocks.
This one right here, yeah.
Yeah,
that ties in.
yeah, that one exactly. There's 3 of them, and so I approached one from the left, this one in particular, and I thought it was a loop. So I turned back around, and then I up an aid, and then I realized, oh man, this is a dead end. There must be another way.
Yeah, you were the first in the GP and you had about 4 minutes on Ty, but it got really close when you had to up and aid and thought that was a loop, and then he got in. So it was very, very close there at the end.
I wonder why he's avoiding Thunderbird. I don't know. I guess he just doesn't feel comfortable fighting Thunderbird.
He might not be comfortable fighting Thunderbird on that 5 attack, but
It's only 24 hits. It's not that many.
looks like he's gonna go on up and oh no, he's going back down.
I mean, he might just be avoiding Thunderbird because he just doesn't think that Thunderbird is the answer tonight.
Well,
He hasn't seen the other. He didn't go through the key door room either. He does have. He did grab a key before at the end of P5. He did grab a key one room back from Guma, and he didn't want to burn his key going through that key door room, which we already know is a loop as you showed us earlier. But that's why he went up and he followed you in that direction.
I was really confused by this GP, and easily could have lost the race because of it. But it sounds like if I saw Thunderbird first, it was probably a rep then. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Basically, whoever enters GP first, more than likely is going to win. If Darklink's behind Thunderbird, whoever finds that first, most likely is going to win, unless you take an unfortunate fireball. And then the person, your opponent, follows right behind you and starts the fight. So I've seen that happen before, where 2 people were fighting Thunderbird, one person got there before the other, but took a death, and then that swung the race.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know if I'm a good lip reader or not, but I think he might have just said it's Thunderbird on his camera. I'm not sure.
Probably. But he's on his last life, right? So he's gonna have to take a game
Yeah.
over once he figures it out. But yeah, Thunderbird's one of those things. If in Max Rando, if I see it, I'm just gonna go ahead and get it out of the way, just because you may as well. Thunderbird happens to be in the way more often now than 3.19. Now he seems to be in the way all of the time, whereas it used to be some of the time. If you had a better chance of, like, skipping Thunder was more of like a 50-50. Now it's more like a 60-40. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. Thunderbird happens to be required, or in the way, rather, of Dark Link more times than not. Man, I thought I was blazing through this one too.
Oh, you were. It's just that
I think I entered GP at like the 46-minute mark.
we had you at 44:12.
Okay.
But still, you were flying for sure through this seed.
Yeah, it seemed like every palace the boss was right there by the start.
Yeah.
Guma seemed to be the only dig, and there's the forfeit by Tyvarius.
Yeah.
Yeah, he asked in the race room if T-Bird was required there after that game over. I don't know if we're going to get him in for an interview, but he is going to take a quick bio break here.
So what did you think about that start to the seed there, Trails?
It was pretty interesting. I don't know if you guys are familiar. I'm pretty sure Mariah is familiar with the item spreads for the Anaru spread.
I am not. We had to make some guesses at some of them until we saw Ty show us what they were.
All right. Well, on the grass tile was the glove, and for the Anaru, it's actually the jaws of death. It's like metal teeth that you bite through blocks with.
Oh, that's cool.
The boots are actually a snorkel. So it's like you're swimming, because snakes swim in the water, and the raft is actually an airplane, like snakes on a plane.
Outstanding.
Yeah, and I don't know if I can't think of any other ones. I mean, I feel like all the other ones are the same.
And we now welcome in Tyvarius. GG, sir.
Hey, yo, GG's Trails.
Hey, GG, Ty.
Yeah, I saw 6 gems, and I'm like, well, this is going to be a doozy already. I'm up against Trails. I need to have some kind of edge. Seed was pretty linear. I was just happy to be in GP with some semblance of a chance, but got out executed. I'm willing to bet.
It just came down to the gamble on Thunderbird.
Oh, really? Dang.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, I was at Thunderbird before he was, so I mean, I was already fighting Thunderbird when you ran into the room.
Yeah. If we back up a little bit from that, though, Ty, you missed Sunken and Risen P-Bag Cave, and because of that, you missed the magic key, and then you had to take a few additional deaths along the way to get through those doors, especially 2 deaths you had to take at bosses there. At least I think one of those deaths was accidental. You actually had a key for one of those rooms there.
I sure did.
And so you did spend a little bit of time doing that. And I think that there was about a 3.5 minute difference entering into GP there between you two. When you both walked in, you gambled left, and that's right as Trails had up and aid. So you both walked in at the same time. His second time in, you both go left, see the dead end, and then you both went the same way. He did make it through those rooms a little bit faster and make it to Thunderbird. I don't know. Jeez, I mean, like you said, he wasn't even done yet when you saw Thunderbird. So it was right there, and Darkling was literally right behind Thunderbird.
Ah, shoot. I thought about that too. Oh, well.
Yeah, man. Whenever you go on the GP, even with the Max Rando, man, if you see Thunderbird, just knock it out. It's better to know that immediately there's a dead end behind or whatever, because something like that could easily swing the race. And I was telling the guys when I first popped on that Thunderbird happens to be in the way of Dark Link more times than it used to be. Ever since the 4.0 update came out, it seems like Thunderbird's more required than anything.
Good to know. Yeah, I just had a couple of forks left to do, so I'm like, maybe I'll come back, and by that time you had finished.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was directly behind Thunderbird. Like, there was nothing else. It was just directly in the Dark Link. So
Nice.
But GG's guys. My girl's waiting on me.
Yeah, no
All right.
worries. GG's Trails. Well done.
Later, Trails.
Thank you guys for the commentary. GG's Ty.
Thanks.
I'll see you in the brackets.
Sounds good.
Later.
Yeah, pretty jetty seed overall. Everything was pretty free on the surface. No real hiccups or hurdles. It was just go, go, go. I'm sure you felt the same way, especially being up against Trails. Saw you taking gambles on items, just doing quick checks behind the boss. No item room. Maybe check the elevator down. No item room. I'm out. And then it was go, go, go.
Yeah, and it was really just, like you said, looking for that any key. And then right before Guma, there was that key. And I'm like, Guma, I'll grab that key. Oh, wait, if there's that key door in GP, I'll just grab it after Guma. And I thought, haha, this is like the one thing I have going for me. But alas, it didn't matter.
Well, it did push you in the right, like you saw the up-down elevator there, and down was a key door, and you would have burned that key. So you went up instead, right? Because that pushed you in that right direction then.
Yeah.
Just unfortunate. I mean, I don't know, Trails being ahead there, unless he would have taken a death, it wouldn't have swung places there. It would have been so close, but that would have been one hell of a finish right there. And it would have even been more interesting had Thunderbird not been required there.
Yeah, it's just those gambles that you make. Like I said, I saw T-Bird and I really thought about it, and I'm like, no, I'm just gonna. I had like 4 more directions to go before needing T-Bird, but oh well. I'm just glad it sounded like fairly close, and for someone like me who's been running this game less than a year to at least put on a show against Trails, I'll put that as a feather in my cap.
Absolutely.
Oh, definitely.
All right. Well, great showing tonight, dude. Unfortunately, 0-1. It is just week 1, and it is just Swiss for seeding because everyone's in the brackets. So, next week we'll get our Alan Heffley's going to be doing the draw on Saturday evening on his channel coming up, and then we'll figure out who's facing off against who in the next week.
Sounds good. I'll echo Trails and say thank you so much for the restream, for the commentary. Look forward to watching it back.
You're welcome.
All right, that's it for me. Night Shifter, you got anything else?
Nah, not really. Soul, take us on out.
Alrighty. As it started out kind of trolly, but it ended up a pretty fast seed. Not bad at all. Coming up, we got a few other Zelda tournaments happening at the moment. On Friday the 24th at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time, we have Twilight Princess quarterfinals happening in their RTA tournament. We have a Skyward Sword any percent tournament happening, and that's also on Friday at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And of course, the Multi-World OOTR Multi-World tournament is also going on, and that'll be on Saturday, the 25th at 4 a.m. Eastern Time. A little bit early. But yeah, lots of tournaments going on, and we hope to see the Z2 tournament. Also, lots of that happening too. Thanks for watching, and we will see you later.
Good night, everybody.